In this lecture, we are going to begin toggling content from within the Gutenberg editor. This is where things can become tricky. We are going to toggle the block's content. Inside the page header, if the Show Category attribute is enabled, the client should not be able to edit the header. Therefore, we must disable the Rich Text component. Initially, we might use a conditional statement to accomplish this behavior. However, JSX does not support the if statement. Conditionally rendering content requires a ternary operator. The ternary operator is not unique to PHP. Various languages support this operator. This includes JavaScript. Surprisingly, the syntax is exactly the same. You will feel right at home. To get started, open the index.js file. Let's scroll to the Edit Components JSX. We are going to modify the Rich Text component. As I mentioned before, we should enable or disable this component based on the value of the Show Category attributes. If the client wants to show the category, this component should be disabled. Before the Rich Text component, add an expression with a ternary operator. The syntax for a ternary operator is the exact same as the syntax for a ternary operator in PHP. Keep in mind, the ternary operator is a JavaScript syntax feature. It's not specific to React or JSX. However, it's a popular syntax feature in React. If you look at examples online, the ternary operator is the primary choice for conditionally rendering content. To the right of the question mark symbol, we must add a condition. The condition will be the Show Category attributes. If the condition is truthy, we should display the current category. After the question mark symbol, add a pair of h1 tags. The page header block will be applied to the category template. Unfortunately, the full site editor does not provide a fake category to display on the page. We won't have access to a category. Therefore, we will need to display a dummy category. Inside these tags, add an expression with the double underscore function. The translation will contain the following text: category, some category. Let's assume the option is turned off. At this point, we should render the Rich Text component. We can move the Rich Text component from its current location to after the colon symbol. The formatting of our ternary operator may seem strange. Normally, the ternary operator is written on a single line of code. However, our code would be difficult to read on a single line. It's perfectly valid to break the ternary operator into multiple lines. In addition, the template will always be provided the latest value of the attributes. We won't need to check if the value has been updated. WordPress will manage providing our template with the latest value. Before testing our code, let's try an exercise. Scroll to the Toggle Control component. This component has an additional property for displaying help text. Add a property called Help. The Help property is similar to the Label property. You can use this property to provide additional information for helping the user. The text will appear below the control with light-colored text. As an exercise, I want you to tell the client if the block will render the category or custom content. The solution will be vastly similar to the block's template. You can use the ternary operator for toggling the value. Give it a try, and good luck. Welcome back. Hopefully, you were able to tackle this challenge. If not, let's try tackling the solution together. First, we must provide a condition. The condition is going to be the same as before. We are going to check the Show Category attribute for a true value. If it is, we will tell the client that the category will be shown. We are going to translate the text with the double underscore function. The translation should say the following: category shown. If this option is disabled, we should tell the client that they can add custom content. Let's add the double underscore function again. This time, the translation will say the following: custom content shown. Great! We are able to tell the client what will be displayed in the block. Let's try testing our block. In the browser, refresh the experimental page. Next, let's add the page header block to the page. If we look at the sidebar, the Show Category option will tell us that we can add custom content. Let's try enabling this option. After doing so, the help text should change. In addition, the category is shown in the block. The content is no longer editable. It's completely static. If you would like to edit the content, the Show Category option must be disabled. We can toggle between options with minimal effort. Perfect! We've successfully finished the block. The final part is to render the block on the front end. Since we're trying to dynamically grab the category, the block must be rendered on the server. Let's get started in the next lecture.